Hey Canucks fans, what's the left side of the Canucks D going to look like next season? I'm Clay Emo, I'm at Canuck Clay on Twitter, I'm at Clayton Emo on Instagram, I'm the founder of the GLCPC, the Good Looking Canucks Positivity Club, and this is my Canucks take, all in one take. It's Clay's Canucks commentary for Tuesday, April the 28th. I'm here to provide Canucks insight that is both positive and timely. So yesterday we talked about the right side of the Canucks D, and we talked about all the kind of question marks that are surrounding the right side. Tyler Myers is the only one under contract for next year, and then you have questions about UFA Chris Tanev, RFA Troy Stecher, and then potential new players like Brogan Rafferty, Nikita Trampkin returning, and Jordy Ben even moving from the left to the right side. So we talked about that yesterday. For today, let's talk about the left side. And the left side seems a lot more clear than the right side, because you know that you have Quinn Hughes and you know that you have Alex Edler. Now, Quinn Hughes will need a new contract after next season. Alex Edler's 2-year deal winds up after next season, but we know that they're locks for this season. Quinn Hughes and Alex Edler, a good 1-2 punch. So now we're looking really, all we're talking about is the third pairing guy. And really, you're deciding between Jordy Ben, Oscar Fantenberg, or someone new. Now, Jordy Ben was signed to a 2-year free agent deal last year, 2-year, $2 million per year, and he ended up being a healthy scratch for the majority of the second half of the season. And I'll compare his stats to Fantenberg in a second. Whereas Fantenberg was signed on just a 1-year free agent deal in the summer, and he started playing behind Ben, but then came up and he played the majority of the games in the second half of the season. So when you look at Jordy Ben, you look at Fantenberg, you have a different type of players. You'd argue that Jordy Ben is likely the better defender from a standpoint of he's more rugged, he's more aggressive, he's more of a throwback, a stay-at-home guy, where you say Fantenberg is the better skater and has the more offensive ability. So you look at their stats. Jordy Ben played in 44 games, whereas Fantenberg played in 36 games. So pretty equal, and I think there's only 1 or 2 games where they both played at the same time. So that's why 44 plus 36, it adds up to more than the 69 games the Canucks played. But generally it was one or the other. So you have Ben with 44, you have Fantenberg with 36. Now Ben had 1 goal and 6 assists for 7 points in those 44 games, and Fantenberg in his 36 games had 1 goal and 5 assists for 6 points. So they both scored a goal. Ben had 1 more assist than Fantenberg, but then also played in 8 more games. So 7 points for Ben, 6 points for Fantenberg. Ben was a -7, Fantenberg was a -10, so very, very similar. And their time on ice was very similar as well. Jordy Ben played an average of 16 minutes and 17 seconds, whereas Fantenberg played an average of 15 minutes and 55 seconds. So only a 22-second difference in average ice time between the two players. So really, there wasn't a lot to choose between Jordy Ben and Oscar Fantenberg. I remember when the season started, I was excited for Ben, and then when Fantenberg played, I was really impressed by Fantenberg, but then his play kind of tailed off, and then by the end of the season, we're kind of stuck with, well, who's better between these two guys? Now, from a contract standpoint, Ben does have 1 year left on a $2 million contract, right, $4 million, but $2 million per season. So that's a lot of money to be parking in the press box for half the year. Fantenberg is a UFA. He made only $850,000 last season, so he's pretty cheap, and I don't think you could say that he's propped up his value a lot. So maybe the Canucks would look at bringing him back for another cheap 1 or 2 year deal at $1 million per, and not much more than that. So really, those are your options. It's either Ben, it's Fantenberg, or it's bringing in someone new. But the fact that Edler's making a lot, the fact that Myers is making a lot, and the fact that the Canucks got to really think about what their salaries cap's going to look like, not just next season, but going forward, with Pettersson and Hughes need to be signed to big contracts. I don't think the Canucks, especially when you have Hughes and Edler, they're not going to spend a lot of money on a left shot defenseman. If they're going to spend any money, as I talked about yesterday, it's got to be for someone who plays the right side. So I guess the question of the day to you is, who do you think is going to slot into that third spot behind Quinn Hughes and Alex Edler on the left side of the D? Is it Jordy Ben? Is it Oscar Fantenberg with a new contract? Or is it another player that the Canucks may pick up? But let's be realistic in our predictions there because of the Canucks salary cap situation. So that's what I asked you today, Canucks fans, is what do you think? What do you think is going to what's the left side going to look like behind Quinn Hughes and Alex Edler, the left side of the blue line next season? Leave a comment below. I would love to read, react, and reply as always. Quick programming note. I mentioned this in my vlog yesterday and in my live stream Sunday night. Tonight I'm interviewing James Duthie of TSN. So excited for that. And that interview will come out tomorrow morning. And then on Thursday night, I'm interviewing Thomas Drance. Excited for that as well. And that interview will come up on Friday morning. So I have Wednesday and Friday laid out. I gotta just find something to do on Thursday, writing my final for my master's on Friday, and then I'm gonna spend a lot more time building this channel. So I'm excited for all these changes, but I'm excited to talk to James Duthie tonight. But for now, for this video, Canucks fans, what should the left side of the D look like behind Hughes and Edler next season? Let me know your thoughts down below. Subscribe if you like to. Like this video if you like to. Enjoy the day. Stay safe, stay healthy, take care of yourselves, and take care of each other. God bless, and go Canucks go.